Hello, Vanguard in the class of 2008. I'm Makai Milson.
And I'm Carly Whitty. We're the hosts of this year's end of the year video.
The 2007-2008 school year was filled with many exciting moments and memories that we'll have forever.
I know I'll definitely remember the dust and dirt around campus from the construction. I hate dirt.
Okay, Miss Prissy. As with every school year, one of the major events students look forward to is homecoming week.
And this year, students enjoyed dress-up days, sporting events, a huge pep rally,
and of course, the big dance on Saturday. For more on this, here's Chris Hamill.
Tuesday, the first day of homecoming week. Freshman football team went up against Lake Weir at our home game. The score is 32-13. Wednesday of homecoming week, Vanguard High School went to MTI to enjoy Merlin's Magic, the club-produced skid show. The winner at 2007 Merlin's Magic was Pink Ladies. Thursday of homecoming week, the junior girls went up against the senior girls in flag football, while the junior and senior boys assumed the role as cheerleaders. Also that day was the chili cook-off in the bonfire. The winner of the chili cook-off was Janet Drake. Friday was the varsity homecoming game. The homecoming king and queen were Marquis Williams and Meredith Foster. And of course, Saturday was the homecoming dance. Couples and singles came to Silver Springs to dance the night away. The 2007 homecoming week will be a week that Vanguard students will always remember.
The 2007-2008 school year was called by many the year of the box because of all the construction going on, with the new classrooms and the student union.
Not to mention the addition of green fences and hard hats on campus.
So with that being said, let's take a look at the progress we've made.
In 2007, students became introduced to green fences, construction workers, and a new way of school life. The time between classes had to be extended to accommodate for travel from one side of campus to the other.
Well, moving from the round building out to what they call the northern village has made it hard because I have to walk from one end of the school to the other for my first period class, and then having to walk from that end of the school back to another end of the school for my next class has just made it very hard, and having to get there on time because they have a very low tardy policy. It's just made it really hard.
It was really quite annoying. Going from having two classes in the same building are now separated and completely different ends of the school, so now I'm like always late to class.
Teachers were required to relocate to different classrooms and encountered numerous interruptions from demolition of the round building.
The construction this senior year has made it very hard, having to deal with all the construction, the loud noises that they're making when putting up new buildings, the obstacles of trying to walk between classes and stuff like that just made it very hard.
Returning from Christmas break in 2008, students and staff were welcomed with a new cafeteria and two new buildings. Construction to the rest of the school became visually progressive, and the excitement for completion of the project began to show on students' faces. With Vanguard's construction anticipated on being completed within the next year, some seniors are frustrated they won't be able to see the finished product.
I'm just disappointed that I don't get to see it in its finished product. Maybe they should stop building because I'm leaving. Because if I don't get to see it done, why should anybody else?
Overall, the construction might have been a burden, but the completed project will be well worth the inconvenience.
Too bad we won't be able to see the construction finished, but I'm sure it will be the finest campus in the land.
That's right, and as the finest school in the land, we had to decide which couple deserved the title of Mr. and Miss VHS.
Here's a quick wrap-up of this year's pageant. On February 23, 2008, 26 VHS students participated in the 3rd annual Mr. and Miss VHS pageant.
It's really cool to be representing ATCS in the pageant because it's a good volunteer club because you get to help cancer patients.
It feels really great because being Miss Color Guard was amazing. I love Color Guard, and to represent something that I really enjoy doing and something that takes up all of my time was really great. The students attended weeks of practice to make the show a success, but at the end of the night, only 2 could be crowned Mr. and Miss VHS. Ryan Dyke and Jenna Radin share their thoughts about winning Mr. and Miss VHS.
It was really fun, actually. I didn't think of it as much as a competition because in the practices we were all just hanging out and making jokes, and the night of we were all trying to keep each other calm, so really it was just a lot of fun.
It was a great competition. Everybody was really qualified, and all of my friends probably deserved it just as much as I did, and we were all really supportive.
Being involved in this year's pageant was definitely a great experience, and it's something I'll never forget.
I'll never forget that dance you did on stage. You're such a natural.
Oh, be quiet. Well, speaking of dances, this year's prom was definitely a night to remember.
Way to change the subject, Akai. For more on this year's prom, here's Meg Ship.
Prom 2008 was named Una Noche del Dulce, a night of sweets. The tables were decorated with Skittles, lollipops, and gumballs, which brought bright colors to the inside of Scudder's gallery. The night began with Herff Jones capturing memories for many of the couples. As the night went on, students arrived inside and danced the night away. At 10 o'clock, the prom king and queen were announced. This honor went to Akai Nelson and Janishka Crawford.
Well, when I heard my name being called for prom queen, I was pretty surprised. I was quite shocked because there were people in my head that I thought might be prom queen and prom king, but as far as a prom king, I knew my cousin had it down packed, but as far as prom queen, I loved all those girls, so I knew it'd be difficult to decide, or I knew the votes would be very close.
When they called my name, I was at a loss for words. It was just a really exciting moment. It was kind of bittersweet because, you know, it was a fun time and everything, but I know that was some of the last moments I would get to spend with some of my good friends, getting to dance with them and just have a good time.
Overall, the night was a big success. Thanks to the decorating committee and faculty and staff for making prom a truly memorable experience.
Vanguard students sure can dance.
Yes, true, and Vanguard students can also get down in the classroom. For years, Vanguard High School has had one of the best academic programs in the nation.
That's right. Last year, Vanguard was listed as one of the top 200 high schools in the country, and that was out of 10,000 schools.
Whoa, that's pretty impressive. Now let's take a look at this year's academic accomplishments.
One thing that Vanguard has developed a reputation for is its academic excellence. In fact, according to U.S. News and World Report, Vanguard was named a bronze medal school, a recognition given to top high schools in the United States.
Vanguard is absolutely the tops, and I will pit any Vanguard student against any other student in Marion County in terms of academic excellence.
This year has proved no different. Renfei Tu is an outstanding student who has achieved many awards.
One important award I got was called Sunshine State Scholar Top 10. It's basically from the entire state of Florida. I'm one of the top 10 math and science students, and I had to go through a competition process, a written exam, a couple essays, and also a research project to get to that point.
Seniors Zach Pede and Tyler Smith, along with sophomore Tori Petrie, traveled to Chicago to receive a prestigious award in television production.
I worked on the Freddie Riley package along with Zach and Tori, and we sent it off to a national competition, and it ended up winning at regionals and at the national level. So they're flying us to Chicago to receive our awards. The video was basically about Freddie Riley's life and how he got to be where he is now and how he got the skills that he has and just where he came from and how his life has been up until this point.
It is a school-wide honor to be chosen as an outstanding night. They made excellent grades and were voted on by teachers and administrators. These students include Hope Kane, Margaret David, Jacob Dees, Chris DeNiro, Melinda Fong, Victoria Giesenhuis, Brittany Hollister, Candace Kufal, Kathleen McPadden, Caroline Reed, John Schaub, Rebecca Stone, Renfei Tu, and Grace Wang. The VHS players have received many awards as well.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Williams from the VHS Players. This year we competed at state and received quite a few different awards. We received straight superiors in all our competitions, as well as Becca's monologues getting an excellent. I personally got a Critics' Choice for our duet acting scene with Jen Malnassi. I got superiors for our ensemble scene with Jesse McLean and Kara Tesh.
This year, the class of 2008 have certainly carried on the tradition of academic excellence at Vanguard High School.
Carly, I had no idea our school achieved so much this year.
I know. Our student body is mucho talented.
Well, speaking of talent, have you caught any of our sporting events this year? Our school is loaded with talented athletes, like myself.
That's right. Vanguard is known for its dominance, and this year was no different.
So here's a look through the eyes of some of Vanguard's senior athletes.
My name is Marquis Williams. I'm the quarterback here at Vanguard High School. I've been playing on varsity for 4 years now. It didn't go out, you know what I'm saying, as we planned it to. Ended up 2-8. I mean, we had the talent. I mean, it's just, we just couldn't, you know what I'm saying, buy into what the coaches had brought in for us. My favorite memory was when we played against, well, I'd say my junior year. We played against North Marion when I rushed for 157 yards, passed for 117. We had a total of 4 touchdowns, and we came out winning 48-41.
My name is Janishka Crawford, and I've been cheering for the past 3 years at Vanguard, and I was a varsity cheerleader for the past 2 years. This season, cheerleading has probably been the best season that we've probably ever had. We went to a lot of competitions. We took second place at a state competition and first place at Tri-County. Unfortunately, we took second place at Marion County. And we did just so much, and we got to bond a whole lot. It was a great experience for my senior year. Definitely gonna miss my friends and the relationships that we formed and the bonds that we formed, because since we went on a lot of competitions, we were around each other so much, and we were basically all like sisters. We were like cutthroat sometimes, bite your head off, but for the most part, we loved each other and we got along, and I'm gonna miss Miss Johnson, the best cheerleading coach ever.
Started track in the 11th grade when Coach Gilman asked me to come out.
My name's Spencer. I run cross country and track.
I run the 100, 200, 400, do long jump and triple jump.
Yeah, cross country, we won county in cross country and went on to districts and regionals.
My favorite part of track is everybody know me whenever I go anywhere, so I like the fact that everybody could come to me and say, oh yeah, are you Kevin Hardy?
Jonathan Barrientos. I've been playing on varsity for 2 years, and I play right field and pitcher. I love the game. I love being competitive. Always have been. We had some adversity with the field earlier on in the season, but injuries from 3 of our main players kind of held us back a little bit in the beginning, but we got it together and we got some things done, but I would have liked to gone further in the district. My favorite memory from playing baseball at Vanguard was waking up at 5:30 and going to work out with Coach Mack. His mustache.
Brente Bracey. Been playing varsity basketball about 3.5 years. We did all right. We ain't had the best season in the world, but we did all right. At least we made it past the first round of the districts. I think it could have been better if we had, better leadership on the team. Guys, some of the younger guys together, practice harder, did more things together. The season probably would have turned out a lot better than it did.
My name is Mitchell Follis. I've been playing soccer for 4 years for Vanguard. Just love playing the game, love enjoying the sport. Made it to regionals and tough game at Fleming Island where we lost 5-3. It was a good game, but it was a heartbreaker for all of us. Overall, we did really good this year. The most memorable moment of the year, I'd have to say, was we were playing Lake Weir. Wasn't really a big game at all. Got to play forward. It was pretty sick, and scored a volley. The thing I'm gonna miss the most about soccer would be that I'm gonna be missing the sport more than anything. Not playing, and my friends all together. I mean, they really make a good part of the team.
Kai, looking back at our last high school years, it seems like time is just...
flew by.
Yeah.
Well, I know how you feel. I mean, just 4 years ago, we were only freshmen.
That's right, but I can honestly say that Vanguard has made a huge impact on my life.
Yeah, you're not alone. I can honestly say that students here feel the same way.
Some of my fondest memories have been in drafting and stuff like that. I mean, a lot of cool stuff was happening there. I mean, we joke around, have a good time and everything, but we still do work. We build models and that kind of stuff. It's fun.
Played soccer since I was 4, and I made varsity my freshman year, and all up through the years until my junior year, we could not beat Forest. They were beating us by 2 points at the minimum every year. And my junior year, the last game of the season, we tied them, and that was pretty good. And then this year, my senior year, they beat us both times throughout the season, and we went to districts, and we won our first game, and then our next game, we wound up meeting up with Forest.
I cheered for 3 years and got an injury, so I wasn't able to cheer my senior year, but those 9 girls that I started with really made an impact on my high school as a whole.
I think probably my favorite memory from this year is I'm captain of the swim team, co-captain, and at the county swim meet this year, the Vanguard swim team was by far the most spirited than any of the other teams there, and we just were screaming for all of our team, and it was just really exciting. The other teams were really jealous, and it was funny.
Being part of some of them being an IB, some of them being an honor, some of them being a regular school, it helped to really get yourself acclimated here. And my best memory being here would be cheerleading and being in Pink Ladies and being involved with not only my IB senior class, but as well as my other senior class.
Probably the most memorable thing for me was my sophomore year, and we were at the District Thespian Festival with Drama Club, and I won Best Actor. And it was just a shock to me, it really was, and everybody was so excited, and I just kind of got up on stage, and I was like, wow. And I came back, and everybody was hugging me, and it was a great moment. I'll never forget that.
In order to move on, we had to beat them to go to the final. And with about 2 minutes left in the game, one of our players sent a cross in, and we finished it, and we won the game, and sent us through the finals, and just the emotions everybody just went crazy, because we'd beaten Forest when it mattered the most.
I'd call it a pretty close-knit group that we have in the class of 08, because we've known each other for 4 years. I mean, I started out with a lot of my friends in the honors classes and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we've had the same classes pretty much for all 4 years.
With all the different internet sources, MySpace and Facebook, everybody's all friends in there, and it's just one big community. So I think the chances of everybody staying together and at least talking through one of those is pretty high.
I would like to stay in touch with a lot of my friends. I think we're going to stay in touch because we've had a really close bond. We've been together for 4 years. We have a very close bond, so I think I'll stay in touch with them.
I think this class, with keeping in touch, it's a little bit of both. There's definitely some people that will stay friends their entire lives, and you can tell that already. But I think there's a lot more people that just kind of are okay with not keeping in touch, and they'd rather just go their separate ways. So we'll probably see a little bit of both.
Yeah, I look forward to hearing stuff about a lot of my friends that I have here. I mean, because I know a lot of them are capable of a lot of stuff. I mean, they got a lot of potential and everything. And I know they're going to go on to do great things, whether it's in church or sports or whatever field they're going into. I mean, I think they have the ability to do much better than me. I mean, that's just my opinion.
I'm sure everybody here has heard of Renfei too. He's just a genius. I mean, when it comes to math, he's in the top 10 in the state. I mean, that's been proven with scores and tests he's taken. And he's going to be our valedictorian of the school, most likely.
I'm definitely looking forward to reading about this kid named Renfei too. He's a genius. He's an amazing person. I remember when he moved here in 7th grade, and we made fun of him, but because he was smarter than the rest of us. So I'm sure I'll see him in the future in the paper someday.
Probably like Jonathan Williams with his music. He really has made an impact. He plays at Grad Bash. I think that in a few years he's really going to make it big, and we're gonna see him. And a couple, Gavin Dunn's riding as well. He's been riding it since the beginning of this year, so hopefully he'll get published. He'll make it out there and start in finals. I mean, everybody here, mostly anybody that wants to do it is going to do it. So I think there's a very, very good possibility that a lot of people in our class will do so.
Well, some of my future plans are to make it good through UF. I mean, I'm planning on going into engineering there, and I plan on just doing my best and getting through that, and then becoming a mechanical engineer later down the line, and going on to do some pretty cool stuff, I hope.
I've already applied into all the Florida schools and got in, but I chose USF. I'm going to go there for psychology. They have a really strong psychology program.
I will be attending Rollins College in Winter Park in the fall, and hopefully later I will be attending pharmacy school at UF.
In the future, I got accepted to USF, so I'll be going there in the fall for creative writing, which isn't a very lucrative career, but I'll be happy with it. So I'm planning to go to USF and get my bachelor's in creative writing.
Graduation day is going to be like a blessing and a curse, really. I mean, I'm going to look back on all the good times that we had and all that kind of stuff, and how those good times are going to be remembered and all that kind of stuff. And it's going to be a relief getting out of high school, but it's also going to be a hard time. I mean, letting go of all the friends that we've made and all the teachers that I know and everything. So.
I mean, it's going to be sad not coming to Vanguard High School Monday through Friday and meeting up with the friends and just kind of slacking through school and just getting by. But it's a big moment. It's the next step in our lives. So I'm definitely looking forward to going to college.
Vanguard is always going to hold a special place in my heart because I spent 4 years here. I cheered for 3. I've been in Pink Ladies for 3. I mean, you rose from being this little girl that came in here from Osceola Middle School, not really knowing more than 5 people here, to basically knowing everybody here. So of course, it's always going to have an impact on my life.
Okay, I can't wait to see everyone at our 10-year reunion. I already know what I'm going to wear.
But Carly, that's 10 years from now.
So what?
I mean, you honestly think you're gonna... never mind.
What?
Never mind. I'm just let that one go.
Whatever. You need to start planning and organizing ahead. After all, we're not kids anymore. We're college students.
Well, yeah, I'm a grown man.
Okay, let's take a look at the senior and teacher goodbyes.
We would like to say goodbye to Miss Cruz,
Mr. Albin,
Miss Howell, Miss Seiler,
Mr. Rice,
Mr. Hearn, Coach Brown,
Mr. Warner,
Miss Liphart, Miss Hensel,
the Hallecks,
and Miss Deese. We would also like to say goodbye to our friends Meredith,
Molly,
Cassie, Michael and Josh,
Corey,
Brooke, Sammy,
Carly,
Hannah, Gerald,
Meg,
Courtney, Jake Killen,
Rachel,
Jonathan Briantos, Freddie,
Tyler,
Lute, Jay Boo and Tiffany,
Krister Cully,
Laura, Jiffy C,
Megan,
Adrian, Angela,
Cairo,
Robbie, Kyle,
Layla,
Lacey, Ryan,
and to our friend Josh Dipple. Even though you couldn't be here with us, stay strong, we love you, and get healthy.
And to our 2008 prom queen, Akai, we love you.
We love you. Mwah. And to the rest of the class of 2008, see you in 10.
To everybody at Vanguard High School, I've really enjoyed my time here as a student, as an athlete, and everything I've done and participated in. I'm truly gonna miss you guys, all of you. But just a couple people that I really want to mention, mainly English teachers, because they've been so influential to me as a person and as a student. So Miss Clark, Miss Cruz, Ms. Hensel, Mr. Carson, Ms. Lippart, you helped me so much with scholarships. Mr. Albon, you very cool guy. Ms. Johnson, I love you. Mr. Joyner, one of the funniest teachers I know. Ms. Seiler, a couple coaches, Coach Todd, I'm gonna miss you, man. Coach Haley, Coach Brown, Coach Bunnick, a couple of my teammates from football and basketball, Kevin Hardy, Brett Stanley, LeBrente Bracey, Marquis Williams, Jeff Hawkins, Gerald Turner, Freddie Riley, Adrian Hall, Peter Berry, Todd Ben. Y'all have been like brothers to me, man. So, a couple friends, Carly Woody, I'm gonna really miss you so much. Meg Ship, Peyton Hall, Lacey Martin, Meredith Foster, Hyro, Katie B, Michelle Burr, Taylor Minaj, Barbara Triple B Godwin, Ashley Green, Lute, Amanda Bears, Lindsay Reed, Felicia, Taryn and Mikey, Katie Wheeler, Brittany Pippin, Lorna Potter, Courtney Flynn, a couple of my IB friends, Sean Cox, man, we've been together since Madison Street. Mecca, Jay, my cousin, the prom queen. Good luck at UF next year. You bring great things to the family. Neil Patel, Maya Patel, Matt Hurd. Y'all have been really good friends. A couple underclassmen, Ashley McFadden and Lacey Ratliff. I thank you so much for everything you did in Spanish class. And just thanks to everybody that's made it a great time here. I'm sorry if I forgot anybody, but I love all of you. I love the school, and I'm gonna just miss all of you guys.
We'd like to say goodbye to
Deborah Liphart,
Captain Brodsky and Master Sergeant Smith,
Melissa,
Marie,
Johnson,
love ya,
mean it,
Coach Goolsby,
Mr. Gilman,
Coach Brown,
Mr. Albin,
Miss Rieger,
Miss Mobley,
Miss Howell,
Mr. Langford,
Mommy,
Miss Keith,
Miss Rep,
the Hallecks,
Mr. Joyner,
Miss Matthews,
Mr. Rice,
Coach Blair,
Mrs. Cruz, Miss Hensel,
Mr. Burgess,
Mikey Orr,
Noel Cody,
Carlton Owens,
Austin Williams,
Rachel Williams,
Hope Dials,
Leslie Prosco. And I want to say bye to the softball team. I'm going to miss you guys so much next year, and good luck.
And we want to say bye to the varsity cheerleaders. We love you guys, and we know you'll do great next year.
And to all of our friends.
We had some great memories.
And to the class of 2008, see you in 10.
All right, I wanted to say goodbye to everyone in Miss Rieger's class, Brandy, Amanda, Carly, Meg, all you guys. The conversations were amazing. Everything was awesome. I learned a few things in there I didn't want to learn, but Mr. Morrison, your class was amazing. Byron, the pledge every day, you just led us on. Tori, you were amazing at running. Mr. Hokie, class last year was amazing. I loved it. I learned so much. Kayla and Henry, my birthday party was amazing. Thank you so much for that. Henry and John, those parties, even though I couldn't stay for most of them, they were so much fun. And just everybody else that I know, Tim and Zach and everybody at the lunch table and in Spanish class. I had a fun time this year. You guys put up with me. And just everybody else, thank you so much and have a fun 4 years of college.
I want to say goodbye to, first and foremost, Mr. Gabbard. He, without a doubt, has worked harder than anybody I've ever seen in the school. He sacrificed a lot of his own time for the arts and for his students, and I cannot thank him enough for that and for supporting me with whatever my decision was. I want to say goodbye to Mr. Halleck and Mrs. Clark, Ms. Cruz, Ms. Hensel, definitely Mr. Morrison for being the best history teacher ever and one of the funniest guys I've ever met. And I really want to say goodbye to Mr. Karsten, who has been not only a teacher to me, but a mentor, a friend. He's been everything with Sarke's Cafe and my AP class. He's really taught me a lot about writing, which hopefully I'll be doing in my future as a career, and just about life. So thank you very much, Mr. Karsten. As far as people go, I want to say goodbye to Ashley Tonneson for putting up with me, Taryn for being there for me forever, Jesse McLean, because you're one of the funniest guys ever. Hopefully we'll actually write something. To Johnny Fatmosh, you better keep in touch. I want to say goodbye to Melissa for being Melissa. You know what I mean. I want to say goodbye to Layla. You better keep in touch with me because you're going to go on to do great things one day, and I have no doubt about that. You're going to bring about a lot of change in the world. I want to say goodbye to Becca for everything. I want to say goodbye to Zach because you have been one of my best friends since elementary school, and I really hope you finally find what you're looking for in life. And I want to say goodbye to Kayla for being such a good friend, and I want to say goodbye to Colin
for everything he's done for me, and for understanding what's going on around us at all times, and for knowing the truth and showing it and not being afraid to speak his mind.
I just want to start off by saying goodbye to Kayla, the only person that's made my time in high school anything worth living. Say goodbye to Calder for being probably the last sane person in this town. Not probably. I'm gonna say goodbye to Sanders. It's been 10 years, man. You've been like a brother to me. Just don't give up on your dreams. I want to say goodbye to Corey, Jesse, Courtney Flynn, Chris Motz. Guys, thanks for giving me a friendship that's gonna last through the years. Really meant a lot to me. I want to say goodbye to all my football mates and the American football players too. You guys have been like a family to me for the past 4 years. Had a lot of good times. Best of luck to all of you. I want to say goodbye to Mr. Carson. He truly taught me what it meant to be analytical in life and especially in literature. I want to say goodbye to Mr.
Rucker?
No. Matthews. Mr. Rucker, you're number one. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. I want to say goodbye to Miss Cruz, Miss Clark, Mr. Halleck. You guys' class was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed everything. And everybody else that I forgot to say goodbye to, I don't really care. And congratulations to everyone who is getting out of Ocala. Best of luck to all of you.
And
God
to
bless.
all of you who aren't getting Ocala, have a great life.
Trying to.
Hey Vanguard! We just want to say goodbye to Miss Deese, Miss Beringer, and Miss Howell, Miss Cruz, Miss Seiler, Mr. Langford, Mr. Burgess, Miss Rucker, and Miss Werner, Mr. Morrison, Miss Clark, Miss Vachon, and Mr. Gabbard. And to my brother Justin, dream big and achieve your goals. And to my brother Cliff, good luck in everything that you do. I love you. A special thanks to Miss Liphart. Thank you for all you've given us. We miss you and we'll love you. To the class of 08, it's been a great 4 years. We love you and we'll miss you. See you in 10.
Hey Vanguard.
We want to say thank you and goodbye to all of our teachers who got us this far.
Coach Brown,
Miss
Seiler, Coach Todd,
Miss
Cruz, Coach Haley,
Miss Clark,
Mr. Karsten, Mr. and Mrs. Warner, Mr. Rucker, hasta la pasta,
Miss Liphart,
Mr. Knighton,
Miss Rieger,
Miss Forstall,
Mr. Vargas,
Miss Fagan, Mr. and Mrs. Joyner, Mr. Joyner, good luck with those twins, Mr. and Mrs. Halleck.
And to all of our friends,
the FCA team, stay strong on and off campus, guys. You're such an encouragement. My soccer girls, we've had lots of fun.
Sage and James,
Colin and Kayla,
Chris,
Shank,
Brandy,
Molly,
Tamisha,
Ashley,
Kate,
Byron,
Bria,
Chris,
Liz,
Natalie,
Booty,
Lutate,
Jonathan,
Pippin,
Lexi,
Samantha,
Akai
Hibachi Milson, Tim, and Osh. And then to Tashel, Shauna, Andy, and my little sister, Brittany Burns. I love you guys. See you in 10.
Okay. I just want to say goodbye to all my friends because, you know, we all grown together over these last 4 years, and some of you I've known longer than that, and I'm going to miss you. And I just want to say goodbye to all of my underclassmen friends, my teachers. I especially want to say goodbye to my coaches because you helped me become a good football player. And I just want to say goodbye to everyone else that I'm missing.
I want to start off, first of all, saying goodbye to my senior friends, Corey, Gerald, Morgan, Amanda Beers, Ashley, Rachel, Meg, Carly, Karen,
Kayla,
and you know, and the rest of all my other senior friends. You know, without you guys, you know, these 4 years wouldn't have been the same. I want to say goodbye to my junior friends I met this year, Shayna, you know, Haley, Lisa, Josh, Terry, Uda. I want to say goodbye to my senior friends, Scotty and Matt, and whoever else I left out. And I also want to say goodbye to a couple teachers, Mr. Morrison, Mr. Halleck, Mr. Rucker. You know, you guys have been my favorite teachers, Mr. Albon, Miss Leverance. You know, without you guys this year, it wouldn't have been the same. That's pretty much it.
I'd like to say goodbye to all my senior friends, Adrian, Colin, Chris Williams, Chris O'Cully, Chris Motz, Eric, Gerald, Tyler, Akai, Amali, Caitlin, Felicia, Meredith, Callie, Kayla, Noelle, Candace, my junior friends, Paris, Brandy, Layla, Brittany, Jessica, Timmy, Tori, Samantha, Ashley, Heather, some teachers, Miss Stouse, Mr. Hearn, Miss Johnson, Mr. Rice, Mr. Rucker, Mr. Halleck,
Coach Bunnick, Coach Mack, Coach Joyner. I'd also like to say goodbye to the football and baseball teams. Good luck next year.
This is our senior goodbye, saying bye to a bunch of people. I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Rice for teaching me a lot this year and getting me a job. That's pretty awesome. Coach Brown for helping me out in government. Disco Donnie, you're the man. Miss Rieger, you're awesome. Dr. and Mrs. Cruz, thank you very much. Uncle Richard, yeah, bleh. Zach's mom for letting me come over all the time and letting me drink up the Kool-Aid. I'd like to thank Zach Peed for being my best friend throughout high school and even in middle school. I'd like to thank Mr. Albon and Harry Burns, even though he's never gonna hear this. I'd also like to say goodbye to Timmy from First We Take Manhattan, Jesse McLean, Layla Fall, Kayla Kramer, Chris Hamill, my cousin Sanders, Heather Lauder, Mr. Matthews, Ty Smith, Asian Hope, everybody sitting around this room, and everybody else that I forgot. See you guys in 10.
I'd like to say thank you to my mom, first off, for dealing with me and putting up with me and everything. My brother Josh, who's helped me through a lot and stuff like that. My best friend John Copeland. Mr. Rice for making me reshoot things 100 times. Mrs. Cruz, Miss Jahern, and Miss Hensel, who helped me learn everything through English, best English teachers I've ever had. Mr. Hokie, Coach Brown, Mr. Morrison, and all the other teachers I've had this year who really changed me into the person that I am. I want to say bye to Sanders from Paddock Park, my neighbor, kind of. Zach Higbee, Lucas, Ty Smith, Mikey Olson. I want to say bye to CeeLo, Hibachi, Byron Pauly, John Zapanzig, JB, Mike Danzabro, Meat, Taryn and Carly, Meg, Meredith. I'd like to say bye to my best friend Hope Dials, Layla,
Who's your best
Abdullah, Sleepy Mitch, Brandon Tedeschi, and Tori Petrie.
And for the class of 2008,
I just want to wish all you seniors a wonderful life. You have so many wonderful adventures ahead of you. Please take life, grab it for its fullest, reach for your dreams and follow them. There's so much out there for you. Take advantage of it. There's so many great seniors. It's very sad saying goodbye to you guys. I've known so many of you since your freshman year. This is a very close class to me. From all the kids who've done scholarships to all my great Pink Lady officers, T-Birds, my aides, everybody. I love all of you guys. I wish you the best life in the world. A piece of you will always be at Vanguard.
I want to take an opportunity to thank all of you for a great year. I know that this time last year I was at Forest High School and had been there for a number of years, and so obviously was very connected with the Forest student body. And when I was told I was coming to Vanguard High School, I thought, oh man, now I've got to get to know a whole bunch of new people, and I wonder how I will be accepted over there. Well, it's been a fantastic year. I appreciate you pulling me in right away as I came in. You've been a great student body, a great senior class, and I just appreciate the opportunity to have worked with you for a year now. And I look forward to a lot of you visiting back here. Some of you are going to stay local, others will be traveling away. But just remember, you've always got a home at Vanguard High School. It's been a great 2008, and best of luck in the future. Thanks a lot.
Well, that's it. Our lives are over.
Wait, aren't you forgetting a line?
What?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, our lives are over as high school seniors.
Well, that's right. But now our new journeys will begin.
Well, Carly, I can truly say that I'm going to miss Vanguard High School and all of the students and the great memories I've had here.
Me too. But goodbye is not forever.
So on behalf of Vanguard High School, all the students and all of the staff, congratulations class of 2008.
We did it!
Life brings us tears, smiles, and memories. The tears dry, the smiles fade, but the memories last forever. Vanguard, class of 2008. Booyah.